Hi Sagittarius, this will be a general reading looking into the month. Okay, you've had the Five of Wands flip over, the Ace of Swords, the Fool card, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, Five of Wands. Now, there could be some sort of confrontation or lack of cohesion this month. Now, it could be amongst a group project at work. It could be amongst family members, amongst friends or people that you're in relationships or partnerships with. It might be with another fire sign, Sagittarius, if you are directly dealing with an Aries, possibly an air sign. We do have earth and water here as well, so we have quite a bit of everything. But if you are dealing with another sign this month, this could indicate that there is a bit of maybe confrontation. Something's not working together cohesively. There is a bit of frustration this month because of this. Now, it could be because you're planning for the long-term future. If you are in relationships with another fire sign, there could be a bit of disruption here. Looking to the future, it's almost like you're not seeing eye to eye this month. Maybe there isn't mutual agreement on something that's happening around you in relationships or in work situations. So just be aware that this behavior might be occurring around you this month, and it's important to exhibit, I guess, a somewhat optimistic attitude towards this. Sometimes ignorance really is bliss, so it's not that you're turning a blind eye to it. It's just that you're not feeding or supporting this kind of behavior. If it's happening, if it's negative, or if it's unnecessary, definitely in the workplace, it's not tolerable. So, you make that known. But look, it could just be there's outside influences this month as well. It could be in the form of gossip. But I really think something you've been trying to work towards, building something, making something, trying to see eye to eye, or trying to have a mutual perception with someone else. I just think they're not reciprocating this month, and their behaviors aren't mirroring what it is that you're putting out, Sagittarius. So you could definitely feel this kind of tension or frustration this month. But look, you will prevail. You have the Ace of Swords right next to it. This is amazing. This is victory coming through for you, possibly an air sign coming in, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius around you. I feel like if this is a work situation here, I feel like you'll really have to take the bull by the horns, Sagittarius. And sometimes you'll have to confront people, and it's not always the easiest thing to do, but especially in these kind of situations, I feel like confrontation is needed. As much as you need to sort of embrace what's happening here, it's almost like you need to tackle it head on. But you've got your sword, you're holding it firm, you're holding it straight. You do have a crown up the top here, which is beautiful. And this indicates victory after a struggle or a battle of some kind. So for those that are currently going through breakups, going through divorces, there could be this sort of tension, especially towards the beginning of the month, but this will definitely ease off, and you can see the transition from the start of the month, the Five of the Wands, to the end, which is the Queen of Cups. So this is beautiful. This does show emotional stability and breakthrough towards the end of the month. So look, you will prevail over whatever it is that's happening here. It could be in relationships as well. There could be a lot of things you want to say, Sagittarius. There could be a lot of things this other person has to say. It's almost like you'll get the last word, or if it's an air sign, they might get the last word. But I feel it will be sorted, and you'll be feeling much more optimistic about whatever it is that's happening here. Again, as I said, gossip or outside influences could sort of try to cut you down. People could try to cut you down. Maybe that's because you've been really successful. You've hit a lot of quotas this month. You've purchased yourself a nice item. You're taking a luxury holiday. You're doing very well for yourself. And there'll always be people that are jealous. So I think it's just how you handle it, your reaction. If you can sort of maintain this optimistic attitude of gratitude, then I think this will definitely carry you through the month, because the Fool card is a wonderful card of embracing and I guess surrendering to what is, but in the most positive way that you can, in the most diplomatic and positive way that you can. It can also symbolize new beginnings. So some of you, there's an air sign coming in. It could be earth as well, but Aries in particular has come up here. And I feel like it's someone that will be a part of your future for a long time coming. It could be that there's, they're coming in your near or distant future with the Three of Wands. It could also be that they're coming from overseas, or you're going overseas. There could be certainly trips coming up, either business related, Sagittarius, or you taking a trip, or someone foreign that's coming in. But I love that you're embarking on new ventures, new journeys, and new explorations, Sagittarius. This always keeps you excited. It always keeps you motivated. And I love that this energy is around you. I think you've got a great outlook this month, and I think you can accomplish a lot with it, with the Fool card. So definitely new beginnings for a lot of you. Look, there could be a heightened exercise regime that's happening, especially with the Five of Wands. You might be lifting things, carrying things, hiking, being outside, being outdoors, being with nature. That might certainly help you this month, to distract yourself, I suppose, from what's going on. It could be this disruption. It could be within the family, it could be just family politics, and they're sort of taking its toll on you this month. And maybe what you need to do is have that outlet to exasperate all that accumulated energy or frustration that you may have this month. But some of you are definitely traveling, possibly relocating, or thinking about long-term plans to travel or to live elsewhere in a different country. It could be somewhere very different. It could be quite a wealthy country. Lots of money here with the Nine of Pentacles. People are well dressed. There's quite a refined energy about where you're thinking of traveling or going. I also feel for those of you that are starting a new relationship with the Ace of Swords, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, it's someone that is definitely your equal, and you complement each other quite well. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of tension when you first meet. You might not get along, or there might be a bit of competitiveness between the two of you, and then you'll really see how much you're falling for this person, or how interested you are in them, and that this hate or this frustration is actually a result of you having feelings for them, which is quite interesting. For those that are coupled up, there could be a holiday planning happening here, or a trip, or a new venture into a relocation maybe, or one of you might be starting a new career, getting a new job with the Ace of Swords. But there could be disagreeability about what to do next in terms of how to move forward with your lives. I think a new job or a new purchase or a new venture might somehow complicate things for couples out there. And again, I think this is where this disagreement is going to come in. But if you try to exercise diplomacy and hear your partner out, I think it will develop quite smoothly over the month. It could be that you're spending large amounts of money as well, whether it's you or an earth sign partner. Maybe the Pentacles is quite a substantial amount of money. And it could be that you're spending it on collectibles, on cars, on assets, material possessions, material gains here with all the Pentacles. But I think this is you, especially towards the mid-month and then towards the end of the month. You're feeling really optimistic. There's a lot of hope. And it's almost like you're embracing everything, and you're just very happy with the way things have turned out. Look, this could definitely be with a relationship. I almost feel it's a card of luxury, spoiling, and gift giving. So it is possible that if you're seeing someone, you might be gifted something this month, Sagittarius. I feel like there's gifts and spoils coming through with the Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. So that's really exciting. I also feel that someone will come through for you. Someone will follow through with what they say they were going to do. Now, it could be this person that's involved here, or it could be someone else completely. It could be a relationship partner. It could be a friend. It could be an associate. But it's someone that maybe you relied on once upon a time, or maybe you still rely on now, but they're going to come through for you. And I think you'll be very, very pleased with how much they've done for you, how much they've perhaps supported you, how much they were true to their word or followed through with their actions. And I think you'll be very optimistic here. And there could be some sort of event happening, as I said, going to luxury resorts, luxury villas. For some of you, it might even be a new job with a luxury designer or a luxury product or service. It's a high-end, something high-end here. And you might be working for this company for a long time. But again, there is new starts here, which is exciting, Sagittarius. I think you're always searching for something new, something exciting. And you're so adaptable in that sense. You just go with the ebb and flow, which is amazing. I think it's a really good month. coming up for you. Now, the Three of Wands could be a third-party situation happening here. We do have the Fool card. It can be denotive of foolish behavior here. Now, I'm not sure if some of you might see a text message pop up on a boyfriend's or girlfriend's phone. I'm not sure if you'll find out that their ex has tried to be in contact with them. I don't think they'll partake in any of this behavior, Sagittarius. I just think you might get a little bit upset, or you might feel a little bit naive, and you might it might blow up into a fight. But I don't think this person has any ill intention. It just could be that someone else is showing up behind the two of you. But there is a possibility that there's someone else coming in. Again, it could be family that's involved, or a friend, or someone that's trying to be in your ear, or someone that perhaps is trying to come in between the two of you in your relationship as well. But it could also be the long-term future plans, which I love. So I love that you're looking further afield, you're looking out into the distance, and you're really contemplating what steps to take next. And you're all about action, Sagittarius, so you're not one to sit around and do nothing. You're definitely a person that's a mover and a shaker, as indicated by the Fool card, and you will be chasing those dreams. You will be chasing what it is that makes you feel like the Nine of Pentacles. Look at this, and it's in your future. It's almost like you have a calling and you're looking out. It's responding to you. It's calling you. It's drawing out your name. So this is beautiful. For some of you in your career or in a business sense, I see there's growth for the business. There could be some sort of discrepancies with employees, meaning maybe pay wasn't paid on time. Maybe they might go on strike. Maybe there's something, a little bit of tension or conflict you might have to mediate if you have your own business or your own company, or even if you work for a company or a corporation. There might be some sort of scuffle that will happen, and you sort of need to tend to that, and you need to be diplomatic in those efforts. So, but the Three of Wands is strong. I definitely see there's long-term planning and long-term future, especially for the business. It indicates that for those that might be financially struggling with the business, this is about to change, especially coming in around this time. Then there is an influx of sales coming in. So stay hopeful and stay positive. And I also feel like there's a lot of stability happening here for your long-term future. So I think the choices that you're making or the dreams that you're chasing will be yours for a long time coming. And it's going to bring you emotional happiness, bliss, abundance, and you feeling really passionate. This is you uncovering your passions. There's a holy grail here, and figuratively speaking, the holy grail is what everyone wants, what everyone needs, and however you interpret it, whatever it means to you, it's something that's attainable. It's something that's within reach. You can feel it. It's there. You're deserving of it, and you know why. So it comes down to you chasing these dreams, Sagittarius, and it's going to lead you to happiness. It's going to lead you to being so complacent, so happy with your set of circumstances, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional. Some of you will definitely be falling for someone with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a deep emotional connection with people. So relationship wise, there is love that's on the forefront. There could even be two different people that you're choosing between. You are the ones, Sagittarius, so maybe this is you choosing between three different people, a fire, air and earth sign, maybe a water sign as well. There is a bit of everything here, but most potently there's an Aries. The fire sign could be you, I suppose, if it's not an Aries, and then you have earth, air and water. But for some of you, it's taking a leap of faith, and it could lead you to wonderful emotional beginnings and wonderful relationships. This is someone that you'll see as the Holy Grail. Someone that you see you could potentially spend the rest of your life with, the rest of your days with, someone that you want to be a part of their journey with, and vice versa. And for those that are coupled up, there's definitely travel plans coming up, possibly events. There could be a bit of family politics happening with the Five of Wands. Long-term planning is happening here, and newness in career. For a lot of you, it could be within the travel industry, the luxury or high-end service. It could be in construction for my male viewers out there. And it could be further away, meaning it could be in a remote location. It could be mining or quarrying or something like this. working out on oil rigs as well. It's a remote location that's coming in, and for the females, I think it's a quite a or it could be, you know, blogging, fitness blogging, hiking, this sort of industry. I guess the travel and tourism industry as well. But for the females, it could very well be associated with large amounts of money or financial institutions, as well as the males, or working with beauty products, antiques, collectibles as well. So curious what we'll explore. Let's actually put these cards together. 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Let's explore what this could mean for you. Okay, a bit of manipulation coming in, possibly from an earth sign, in particular a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, though. It can be someone around you that's trying to manipulate you a little bit, possibly tempt you or coerce you into doing something that you're not agreeing to do, or it doesn't sit well with you, Sagittarius. So again, we did speak about exercising diplomacy in situations such as this one. So it could be that someone around you, particularly in a love relationship, feels like you owe it to them. So they might even try and put this over you, that they, you know, that they try to perhaps coerce you or tempt you with mind games here with the Devil card, because it's almost like they feel you're indebted to them, that you have to do this for them. So don't be fooled. Don't let them be the ball and chain for you, Sagittarius, with the Devil card. So there could be a bit of, it could also, I mean, it doesn't have to come from a love partnership. It could be people around you. So it doesn't have to be someone you're in a relationship with. It could even be a friend. It could even be jealousy that's coming in around you. But most potently, the Devil card does represent a counterpart or someone else that you feel that you're linked to in some capacity that is trying to do this. Okay, so for some of you, there could be some sort of interest in an affair or a work relationship or a romance coming in. The Tower card with the Devil can denote one-night stands, doing things that are taboo, doing things against one's belief. So look, an opportunity such as this one could come up for you. If you are dealing with a fire sign, it could be that it's happening for the fire sign as well, but most obviously it's coming up for the Wands, so I have a feeling it might be you. Now, it could be someone that you have a very strong attraction to with the Empress card here. Very strong emotional, physical, and spiritual connection here. Very strong physical attraction in particular. This person is the epitome of femininity, masculinity, very attractive, very established, quite sensual, outwardly very, very beautiful. But so this is where the temptation could lie. And, just be careful, because this could really lead to something bad here. I mean, we see these two people linked here, and then the next thing you know, they're falling from the tower. So this could also indicate falling for someone else. Look, we can't help how we feel. Just make sure you're not playing the fool, and you're not the only person for this other person. Make sure it's exclusivity and it's only you. Otherwise, this person that's trying to tempt you could be seeing someone else at the same time. So there is, for some of you, not for all, there is a third-party situation happening here, potentially an opportunity for an affair. Or a third party, someone else comes in and you feel so linked to them, Sagittarius, and you're feeling so drawn to them, and you know that right now it couldn't be because of outside influences, or maybe there's an obstruction as to why you can't be with this person. Maybe they're your lover's best friend, maybe they're within the family, maybe they're within that social circle that you can't make that step, or they know they can't make that step to get towards you. So it could be that. It could also be over finances, because we do have the Six of Pentacles. It could very much be about finances and about the home or the state of the relationship. For those that are already coupled up, it is financial burden that the both of you will be involved in here with the Tower card. Look, it could lead to something. It could lead to a big fight. The Tower card is a card of turbulence and chaos and things happening unexpectedly. And like this, we see this as sudden jolt happening here and the two people falling apart. So it does have potential to separate you for a little while. But it could be over money, and it could be about over beautifying the home, spending too much, overindulgences here. It could also be on pregnancy. The Empress is often seen as someone who is pregnant. So if you've been seeking help, say through IVF programs or something, Sagittarius, it could be that the money is just really putting a strain on the relationship. The money you've been spending in efforts to gain pregnant could really cause this disruption here. And again, I think family might be involved. It could be, again, outside influences. Not really people that are involved directly with what's happening between the two of you, but they'll want to get involved anyway. And this will cause further tension for the couple, so for the two of you. And it could be that you're very headstrong and you're doing fine, but outside influences are impacting you here. And I think there's big decision making that's happening with the Three of Wands, because this is all about the long-term future. So it could potentially, it has this disruption here has the potential to sabotage your relationship for a time, or your relationships with in-laws, friends, associates. It could definitely be a work situation, as I mentioned as well. Someone that's trying to manipulate you, possibly a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that's coming up here. It could be a superior. This person does have a lot of wealth around them, does have a lot of authority, and you might definitely be under them, Sagittarius, reporting directly to them as well. With the Fool and the Queen of Cups. It doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female. The Empress is here, but it's this sort of entitled energy with the Empress card. So it could be that this is a work situation, and things can lead to destruction very, very quickly. So be careful who you associate with. Again, I think diplomacy is the biggest thing for you this month, Sagittarius. As I said in the general reading, maybe like ignorantly or blissfully unaware of what's happening. But help will be needed. And balance will be restored, which is good. We do see the scales. But from the cards here, it's not going to be an easy obstacle. There will be hurdles this month. Things can fall apart very quickly, you know. It could even be some of you in a relationship will take a break. And definitely there could be someone fair-haired coming through. Could be a blonde woman, a blonde female, because in these cards here there is a lot of people with light hair. We have blonde, blonde, and blonde, or someone with fair, very fair hair, fair features that's coming through. That could potentially be really attractive to you, Sagittarius, or attractive to your mate or your partner, whoever you're seeing. And this could definitely cause disruptions. Third-party situation, you do have the Empress here, the Devil, manipulation. It could be manipulation from your partner as well, because they want a different choice. They want something else that isn't in line for the future. It probably isn't the best thing for the two of you to do right now, but they may be trying to convince you otherwise. So that's that with the... And, you know, there is fairness. This is about generosity and compromise. So I think towards the end, you will achieve a positive resolution as indicated by the Empress card. In the physical realm, this is a very positive resolution happening here. So again, it could be towards the beginning of the month. And then, of course, you prevail. You sort out what you need to with the Ace of Swords. And then it's happy sailing from there. And we did speak about chasing dreams as well. Let's clarify a little bit on that. Let's bring it out, shall we? The Nine of Pentacles and the Fool card. Chasing dreams, new starts with the Ace of Wands as well. Now, whether this is chasing your goals, your aspirations, or chasing someone you're trying to manifest, you've dreamt about, that's a dreamboat to you. It could be a number of things, but let's see what it is that you're working towards. Going on new ventures and holidays is definitely on the cards for some of you. Okay, Six of Cups. Children are involved here, possibly in some way. Chasing dreams, if you've thought about having a child, if you think you're ready to have a child, there could be talks of planning a family and having children and trying to conceive. For some of you, your children might be leaving the home with the Fool card and the Six of Cups. They may be moving out, starting college, starting work, or starting to live independently away from the family home. It is also about chasing dreams that you've once had from your childhood. It could be that there's a rebirth in dreams here, and you'll definitely make that happen. The Magician card. Okay, beautiful. Definitely new beginnings, but you're doing it on your own, Sagittarius. There might not be much help around you, but you're certainly able to do this on your own. Okay, you've had a few other cards fall out. Okay, the Two of Swords, the Chariot, and the Two of Pentacles. So you could be conflicted between which path to take. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. You're weighing up the options. There could be, for some of you, two different places you're thinking about to relocate or move to in the world, or travel to, or two different jobs that you're thinking about doing. Possibly two different income streams that are coming in. It's a self-autonomy or self-governing business opportunity or creative pursuit, and then possibly working for a corporation here with the Chariot, quite a well-known, maybe global corporation that has headquarters around the world. With the Chariot card, could be in the automotive industry, could be media, publishing, advertising, something that's definitely in the forefront. It's almost like a global giant, so it could be quite a leading company in their field, whatever it is that they work with as well. For some of you, you're starting new education. There's children here. The Magician card, it could be a masterclass, it could be a college, a university degree, a tradesmanship, a certificate as well. But I think it's something you've shut yourself off from, or something you thought you couldn't do, and it could certainly have been a childhood dream of yours, and I think life got in the way and you stopped pursuing this dream, and I think this is about to be reborn, and you'll definitely have a different perception towards this. And you'll be accelerating. This is you being a star at what you're wanting to do. Look at the stars in the canopy here. This is you prevailing as an expert, as a professional, as someone who is very guided by their career, by their passions, and can definitely make themselves quite successful. And the Nine of Pentacles is this large sum of money, this luxury lifestyle you could potentially be leading because of chasing your dreams. So I think it might pay quite high dividends here for you, and well worth your while to achieve them. So not only will there be passion with the Queen of Cups, there'll also be physical and financial rewards. Definitely to be in the spotlight as well, either to inspire, to teach, to mentor, and it will be in its early stage, but you will see to it, you will see it grow, you will make those decisions that you need to. You will be assessing the finances, assessing the physical reality of it, assessing the practical steps that are needed for you to carry out and follow out this dream. Some of you are relocating, moving back to an old neighborhood, an old hometown, very suburban area with children here. So those that are coupled and looking to move, you will be moving. There could be two homes that you'll be tossing up between to move into as well. And both are pretty enticing options and pretty good deal financially. So I think you will be in this sort of ping-ponging state, wondering which home is better to take. Again, two Sphinxes, Two Swords, Two Pentacles, two children. This could be new starts, new beginnings romantically as well. Someone that's been harder to pin down, or someone you didn't know had feelings for you in this way. It's almost like the veil will be lifted and you'll see. And it might be someone you've known in your teenage years, someone you went to college with or work with, or you underwent a course with this person. There's some sort of education here or nostalgia. So you might already have a history with this person. They're coming back in. You might be in two minds whether to take them on their offer. And there'll be quite persistence with the Chariot card. I feel like they'll have a prominence in your life, especially quite heightened. But it can lead to something beautiful. For a lot of you, if you are or will be dealing with a Cancer, it could definitely be a wonderful emotional connection, a very strong compatibility here between the two of you astrologically. With the stars here, emotionally. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could also be an Aries, possibly a Gemini coming through, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But regardless, there is someone with a very strong emotional connection towards you. I think you have history, or when you meet, when you get together, you'll feel like you're growing together, and you feel there is a history between the two of you. You'll feel like you're making history when the two of you are together, and that's nice. This is almost like a spring fling feeling. It's the Six of Cups is sentiment. It's someone that is very thoughtful and sweet and pure. There's purity associated with this person. And I think you have the opportunity to embark on a new life journey with this person. So this is beautiful, Sagittarius. Look, I hope this has been insightful for you. Once again, it's been a pleasure.